All right, guys, Coach Jim here, Tower 26, Chords and Core session number 12. Let's do this. All right, we're still in the foundation phase. Remember, we need to be really cognizant of our efforts. 60%, not a hard stroke. 70%, a little increased power. 80%, we're in that mid aerobic range. 90%, we're getting the upper aerobic range, and the 100% effort is where we're really putting power into that stroke. So we have to be able to climb the ladder as we go while maintaining our correct form. Remember, we want to have a nice flat back, elbows up, firm wrist, driving the water all the way through to that flat palm in the back. We don't want to, especially as we get tired, we don't want to hunch that back and start to compensate with that hunched back. So we got to keep the back nice and flat, keep the elbows up, big open armpit, firm wrist, drive those paddles all the way through. Good diamond at the front of your stroke. So let's grab our paddles. We're going to go our usual warm-up, 3 by 45 seconds. Not a hard stroke, nice and easy. Let's just get in the groove, keep those fingers pressed together. Big open armpit, elbow high, drive it all the way through. 45 seconds, not a hard stroke. We're just getting warmed up. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Good flat back, you're hinged at the hips. Driving those paddles all the way through. If you don't have paddles, driving those handles all the way through. Suck the belly button in, get that core engaged as you drive those paddles back. Open that armpit up. Nice and easy. We got a lot of work to do in this session, so make sure you keep it together at all times, even if that means backing off the effort. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. So put your paddles down. We're just going to go into a straight plank. Just going to hold a plank for 45 seconds. Flat back. Curl your hips under. Don't let those hips tilt up. Tuck them under. And hold this plank really nice and firm. 45 seconds. Let's go in 5 seconds. If you can't do a plank, you're on your knees holding the same form. 2, 1. Let's go. Make sure you're breathing. Keeping that back flat. Curl your hips under. Squeeze your butt cheeks together slightly. Good neutral spine. Don't let the head hang too low or pop up too high. Drive the heels away from you, keeping those legs nice and straight. 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, grab your paddles again. Same thing, 45 seconds, not a hard stroke. Just getting everything in firing order. Perfect execution every stroke. Remember that diamond at the front. If it's too high, you're going to be feeling it in your shoulders, your traps. Don't be afraid to lower that diamond a little bit so you can get into those lats. 45 seconds, nice and easy. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Feel that big open armpit. Almost like you're reaching away with your elbows, away from you with your elbows as you start your stroke. So you feel that open armpit, you feel that lat stretch in front of you to scoop up as much water as you can. Complete your stroke every single repetition with that flat hand. If you've been doing this for 12 weeks now, you should be noticing in the water that you're just naturally completing the stroke without even thinking about it. 3, 2, 1. Good. We're going to get back in our plank position, but we're going to go plank to push-up position, keeping those hips nice and stable. So you're going to start on your elbows, tuck your hips under. You get into the push-up position. Hold it for a second. Back down in the plank position. Don't let those hips tilt from one side to another as you come up and come down. Try and keep those hips nice and square. Just as when you're swimming, you're controlling the hips. You're not letting them go all over the place like you're going to be tipping over. You got to control the hips, control that core. Same thing here. That's what we're practicing. 45 seconds, plank to push-up position, up and down at your own pace. 2, 1, let's go. Reset. Every time you push up to the push-up position, hold it for a second. Make sure the belly button's sucked into the spine. Curl your hips under. Don't let them poke up or tilt up. And keep it slow. It's not about speed. 10 seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1. Good. Grab your paddles. One more set. "45 seconds, not a hard stroke, nice and easy. 45 seconds, not a hard stroke, nice and easy." So what I'm saying is when you feel that open armpit here, feel that lat reach, get really long out of that lat. So you feel that armpit open up, elbow high, and then drive it through. 45 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Really open that armpit up. Feel that stretch in the lat. Scoop that water. Nice long stroke. Like I said, we're ingraining this into our muscle memory. So when you get in the water, you don't even have to think about it. You just do it. And looking at stroke counts, hearing recollections of swims, it's working. Big, long, powerful strokes. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, so for the last one here, we're going to do our plank hip taps. So you're going to be in your push-up position. Nice hips square to the ground. Just tap your hip, opposite hand, taps opposite hip. Keep your hips nice and stable as you do it. Curl the hips under. 45-second hip taps. If you can't do it, you're on your knees, sucking that belly button to the spine, stabilizing. 3, 2, 1. It's not about speed. Widen your legs, your stance if you have to help you get a more solid foundation. Keep it slow and controlled. Curl those hips under, don't let them poke up, and control the movement. Three, 2, 1. Good. Really want to work that stability in the core, guys. So important in swimming. You got to be able to control the body with that core. And it's that type of work that we do that helps you do that. So get the feel out of the water so we can apply it in the water. All right, so we grab our cords. We're going to go one arm, 60 seconds. Switch over to the other arm. We'll go left arm, 60 seconds, right arm, 60 seconds. We want that armpit open, but I want you to focus on that wrist nice and firm, fingers pressed together. So you're going to extend out your right arm out straight from the shoulder. Hold it there. Stroke only with your left arm. To be in this position, flat back, right arm straight out, left arm Feel yourself reach with the arm, with the lat. Open the armpit. Wrist is firm. Little flex in your forearm. Pull it all the way through. So we're going to hit the left arm 60 seconds. Keep that right hand straight out from the right shoulder. Then we'll go right arm 60 seconds. Same focus point. 60 seconds, left arm. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Effort still 60%. You're focused on how you're stroking as opposed to how fast you're stroking. So feel that big open armpit. Keep that forearm tense so the wrist can stay nice and firm. Drive it all the way back, keeping that hand flat at the end of your stroke. Good. Keep a nice, easy pace. Really dialed in. You're still in that diamond shape, half diamond at the front of the stroke as you reach that lat away from you. Right arm is still straight out from the right shoulder. Don't let it cross over. 10 seconds. Firm up those wrists, guys. We want to get that elbow up so the wrist can stay firm. 3, 2, right arm. Left hand is straight out from the left shoulder. Get that elbow up over that firm wrist. I see some wrists breaking there, guys. I'm watching you. Head is straight down, neutral position. You're reaching with your lat, guys. That's going to help you get that elbow up over the wrist so the wrist doesn't have to break. Who is that? Stuart? Stuart, get your elbow up over your wrist. You're breaking your wrist. This is you. Here, elbow up. Elbow up. 10 seconds. Three, 2, 1. All right, so you're going to be on your side. We're going to do our book openers, right? Coach Megan's favorite. So you're going to be laying on your side. You're going to have your right hand. You're going to have your left. You're going to have your left leg straight, your right knee down. You're going to have your right hand. You're going to reach it away from you. Open up as far as you can towards the ground away from you. You guys it's going to be tough to touch the ground for the first couple. And then you're going to come back with force and reach away from you as you do. I want you to reach away from that bottom hand. Open up, watch your hand as far as you can comfortably while keeping this knee on the ground. And then come back with force. Reach it away from you. Can you see that? Everybody good? Open it up. Watch your hand. Come as far as you can. Keep this knee on the ground. This hand down, knuckles down. Open it up. Open that book. Then slam it shut and reach away from you. So you feel that reach all in here. 45 seconds. We're going to be on that. We're going to lay on your left side. Left knuckle, stay down. Open up that right arm. Watch it, watch it, watch it. And then slam it down and reach away from you. All right, 45 seconds. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. You're at your own pace. Hold it and then reach it away as you slam it down. Keep that knee on the ground as you open it up. 5 seconds, stay with it. All right, relax. Sorry, someone unmuted. Don't unmute. Take the camera away from coach. All right, grab your cords. We're gonna go back to our one arm. We'll do our left side next. So don't worry about your left side. We're gonna go back to our one arm. Starting with your left arm. So what that does when you reach away from you, that's your recovery and your stroke. That's your recovery, reaching out. Reaching out is you should feel the same thing here that you feel on that book openers. As you come back and reach, that's the same reach as you're recovering in your stroke. Not that we're doing that full overarm recovery, but that book opener is really good for that stretch. All right, left arm only. Guys, watch this real quick. Just watch. This is what you want. Left arm. I'm reaching from here. Here's my start position. As I reach out, the wrist stays firm. Elbow comes up. Armpit open. See my diamond in the front? And then I drive it through. Start straight. Reach it up. Elbows up over that firm wrist. If I don't get the elbow up and I try and pull it back, this happens. See this? This is my elbow dropping. Wrist bends, elbow, it just happens. Wrist bends, look at my elbow drop. Wrist stays firm, elbow comes up, open the armpit, and I drive it through. All right, don't bend your wrist to bring it back. Its wrist always stays firm so you can get, and you're using the elbow to get over that firm wrist. If you try and bring it back without getting that elbow up first, this is gonna happen. You open the door like Coach Megan says. Wrist firm, bring the elbow up. This is one paddle. So start straight, elbow up, through. Let's practice that nice and slow, left arm only. 1 minute, left arm only. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Really feel that elbow reach away from you as you pop it up so you can keep that wrist firm. That wrist is breaking, the elbow's dropping, and you're losing a ton of efficiency. Slow it down and think about it. It's not about speed. We'll get the speed. Oh, don't worry. We'll get the speed. Back is flat, hinge at the hips. Still not a hard stroke. You're thinking about that elbow up over that firm wrist. Do not let that wrist break.
Guys, on the one arm, it's okay to shift the hip just a little bit as you're passing back past the hip. As you can see, Jim is doing that in the stroke, just a very slight left hip back as you're pulling all the way through the finish.
Switch to your right arm. Same thing. Firm wrist. Elbow up over that firm wrist, open that armpit, feel the stretch in the lat. What Megan's saying is if you're doing it right, you have to move your hip a little bit to get out of the way of your hand as you drive it through. That's where that diamond comes in the front of the stroke. Your hands are too wide, they're clearing your hips, but you're not getting maximum purchase on the water. "20 seconds on the right arm only. Left hand is straight out from that left shoulder. Nose is pointed straight down. Feel that stretch in the lat as you drive the hand through. Sorry, as you reach the elbow out. 3, 2, 1. Good, relax. So what Megan's talking about, guys, if you watch for a second, we're here. So I'm coming through because I have this diamond, right? And in order to get through the stroke, I have to move my hip a little bit to drive the hand through. If I'm way out here, that'll clear the hip. We're not getting maximum purchase on the water. We want to grab the water, the diamond that Megan always talks about, come through, and you might have to get that hip out of the way. So it helps you, as we're swimming, that helps you get those hips engaged. All right, laying on your right side, left knee is down, right leg is straight. Right knuckles are down. You're going to open up, watch the hand, and then slam it back down. Reach away from you when you slam it back down. 45 seconds. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Watch that hand. And slam it, reach away as you bring it down. You're feeling stretch in the hips, you feel stretch in the chest. Don't overdo the stretch, guys, though. Don't press it too far. Just where it's comfortable, open it up, hold it for a second, and then quickly bring that down, slam that hand down as you reach away. Five seconds. Good. All right, well, let's hit our one leg, one arm again. Grab your cords. One arm again, 60 seconds left arm, 60 seconds right arm. So here we go. We're going to be here, open it up, come through, and you might have to move that hip a little bit out of the way so you don't run into it, so you can get maximum purchase on that water as you come through. All right, here we go. Left arm only. 2, 1, 60 seconds. Don't let that wrist break. Get the elbow up over the wrist. Even if you have to drop that hand in the front of the body a little bit to get the elbow up over the wrist, do it. Don't think you need to be up way high at the front of your stroke. Bigger diamond at the front helps you get into those lats and get that elbow up above the firm wrist a little easier. So drop your hand lower at the start of your stroke. Just like entering with a little deeper degree as those fingertips enter. Get a little deeper before you start that stroke. Still feel that stretch in the lat at the front. Reach that elbow away from you. Right hand is straight out from that right shoulder. Don't let it cross over. Three, two, right hand, right arm only. Wrist is firm. Press your fingers together. Don't let those fingers splay. Feel that stretch in the lat. Reach the elbow away at the front of your stroke. Pretend you're reaching that elbow away as you start that stroke. It's going to help you get over that wrist. 30 seconds. Good. 15. 5, 3, 2, 1. Good. Let's lay on your left side. Back to your book openers. Left leg is straight. Right knee is on the ground. 45 seconds. Open up that right arm. Try and get it to the floor. Keep your left knuckles on the ground. Here we go. 45 in 3, 2, 1. Open it up. And slam it down, reaching away. I found this reaching away as you slam it down really helping the feel of how to lengthen my stroke in the water. It's that upper back flexibility in there. 15 seconds. Three, two, one. Good. All right, one more time. One arm, left arm, right arm. 60 seconds each. Here we go, left arm only, same thing, 60% effort, keep the stroke together, 1 minute, in 3, 2, 1. Don't get sloppy, keep it right. Right hand is straight out from that right shoulder. Feel that stretch in the lat at the front of every single stroke. Nose is pointed down as if the water is hitting you right in the center line of the head. Hand is straight out from that right shoulder, guys. 5 seconds. Move on to your right arm in 3, 2, 1. Right arm only. Left hand is straight out from the left shoulder. Get that elbow up. Wrist does not break. Start with that straight right arm in the front and go through the whole motion of setup and power. Set up by getting the elbow up, wrist firm. Once you get that hand facing behind you, you drive it back, completely finishing a stroke every time. Very nice, guys. 20 seconds. Stay on it. Good pace. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. Last time, we lay down on your right side. Open our left arm. Keep that left knee down. Right leg straight. 45 seconds. Open up your left arm. 3, 2, 1. Watch that hand. And reach out as you bring it back. Try and get as far away from that hand that's down as possible as you come back. Breathe in as you open up. Breathe out as you come back and reach away. Five seconds. 2, 1. Good. Get a drink. So like I said, guys, when you're swimming, that feeling of reaching away, it's right here, right? Instead of being here when you swim, you come through and you get that feel, what it's like to reach away, that same feeling we just had. And that's what we want. That really helps lengthen your stroke, gets you in the right position for that high elbow over the firm wrist as you come through. So that's book openers and that return to that start position. Really great stretch, great activation for swimming. You just got to remember that feel on the recovery of the stroke. You let it come through and reach it out. All right, we're going to go 2 minutes, 2-minute pull. We're going to go 90 seconds at 70% effort. In the last 30 seconds, we're going to up the effort to 80%. All right, we're going to go 2 minutes, 70% effort for 90 seconds. The last 30 seconds, we're going to up the effort to 80%. All right, so relaxed effort to start, a little more power for the last 30. So grab your cords. Let's start in that straight out position. Elbow up, reach out with the lats and drive it through. So every time you're going through the whole setup, drive through execution of your stroke. So let's get going here in 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 minutes. 70% effort to start. Keep the back flat. Start with those hands straight out from the shoulder. Bring it into the setup position by reaching the lats away from you, elbows up. Good diamond position. And then drive the hands back. Not too hard. 70% is very controlled. Make sure you're relaxing the arms on the recovery, using it as true recovery to that start position. Get the arms straight out to start, and then you bring up the elbows, wrist is firm, driving the hands back. Nose is straight down. Water's hitting you right in the center line of the head if you were in the water. 1 minute in. Feel it in those lats. You shouldn't be feeling it in the shoulders. If you feel in the shoulders, drop your hands a little at the front of your stroke. Open that armpit wider. 3, 2, little more power. 80% effort for the last 30. Come on, guys. Stroke doesn't change. Just adding more power as you drive it through. Stabilizing the core. Feel anything in your traps, anything in your shoulders. Bring those hands a little lower. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, you're gonna be on your back. We're gonna go opposite arm, opposite leg. You lay on your back, bring your hands up. Opposite hand, opposite foot for 45 seconds. All right, we got it. Remember, swimming's about connecting your opposite wrist, opposite ankle for good timing. Don't worry about that too much, but the more we can promote this out of the water, the more you'll get it in the water. 45 seconds, opposite hand to opposite foot. Try and keep that leg nice and straight as you kick it up. 2, 1, let's go. Bring your knuckles and your heels down between each. Control it. Make sure your lower back stays pressed into the ground. Don't let it arch up. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. Grab your cords. All right, so on this one, we're going to go 60 seconds at 70%, 60 seconds at 80%. So taking 30 seconds off our 70% effort and adding 30 seconds to our 80% effort. See what I'm doing here? All right, so 60 seconds at 70%, 60 seconds at 80%. Remember, we're starting with our hands straight out from the shoulders, set up, get the elbows away from you, open the armpit, and drive it through. 60 seconds. 2, 1. Let's go. 70% effort for 60. We finish it out with 80% effort for 60. Remember, you have that diamond at the front of your stroke. Your hands are under your shoulders as you pull through. Don't let them splay out. If you're feeling it in the outer deltoid of your shoulder, the muscle on the outside of your shoulder, there's a chance your hands are a little too wide. Not in that diamond shape. Feel that lat reach away from you as the elbow reaches away from you at the front of the stroke. Neutral spine, nose is pointed down. 10 seconds. 2, 1, 80%, a little more power. Come on, guys. Stroke stays the same. Just adding more power. to that nice long stroke. It's not about how fast you move your arms. It's about how much power you're putting into each stroke. %. Keep that effort up. Should feel it in those lats. Finish your stroke with that flat hand. Every single stroke. If you need to hold it there to remind yourself for a stroke or two, do it. Are you really extending? Hold it there. Just to remind yourself. 10 seconds. Three, two, one. Good. All right, on your back, we're gonna do bicycle crunches for 45 seconds. So your hand is you're gonna grab your ears just so that you're not yanking on your neck. And you're gonna bring your opposite elbow to opposite knee. Lower back stays on the ground. Point your toes. Stretch that opposite leg away from you. 45 seconds. Bicycle crunches. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Suck your belly button in. Press that lower back into the ground. Not about speed, it's about control. Don't yank on your neck. Movement is coming from your core. Ten seconds. Three, two, one. Good. All right, round 3, we're going to go 30 seconds at 70%, 90 seconds at 80%. Grab your cords. Remember, every stroke is correct. If you need to back the effort down to do it right, do it, guys. All right, 30 seconds at 70%. 3, 2, 1. Start with those arms straight out in front of you. Set up and pull through. Keep the effort relaxed. Relax that recovery. Back to the start position. Three, two, one. More power, guys. Bring up that effort. "90 seconds here. Keep the stroke together. Remember, if you need to remember how to finish your stroke, hold it there for a couple seconds on a stroke or two, just to make sure you feel that tricep engage as you complete the stroke. Fingers are pressed together. Thumb is in. Don't let that thumb splay away from the hand, from the rest of the fingers. Reach those elbows away from you. Wrist is firm. "30 seconds. "15. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Let's go opposite hand, opposite foot again. So hands stretched out, feet, legs stretched out. Opposite hand, opposite foot. Alternating, 45 seconds. Get going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'll keep that lower back pressed into the ground. You're looking straight up. Upper back's coming off the ground as you reach that arm up, that hand up. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. Get a drink. All right, we're gonna go 3 by 45 seconds, big power. Fast, big power, you're keeping the stroke together, but we're at our pretty top end effort. 45 seconds, big power, applying our perfect stroke, every single stroke. But I want you really putting big power into this, guys. Really feel those lats turn on. Don't compensate with the shoulders, don't compensate with the traps. Keep it relaxed. Get the elbows up, wrist firm, and you're using this big muscle in here to drive those paddles, drive those hands back. 45 seconds, big power. Here we go. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Remember, hands start from a straight position. Feel that full length of the stroke. Hands are pressed, fingers are pressed together. Thumb is right there with the fingers. 15 seconds in. Good. Come on. Open armpit. Big open armpit. Scoop all that water. 15 to go. Good diamond at the front of the stroke as you come into that setup. And finish every stroke. Feeling that tricep turn on. 3, 2, 1. Good. Relax. Going to our Supermans. Work some of that lower back stability. So you'd be here, hands, feet off the ground. And you're going to lift opposite hand, opposite foot, using your glute and your scapula, lat. Glute, scapula, lat, opposite hand, opposite foot. This is your start position. Toes are pointed, fingers are reaching away from you, and you lift from there. Just a slight motion, maybe 4 to 6 inches, but you never come down to this position. You start here, you stay here, and you lift from this position. 45 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Nose is pointed down as if you're swimming. Toes are pointed, fingers are reaching away from you. Control it. It's not about speed, it's about control. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. Grab your cords. All right, 45 seconds, big power. Shake it out, relax those shoulders, relax those traps. Feel it in that scapula, feel it in those lats. Here we go, 10 seconds. Let's kick it off in 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Come on, big power, guys. Starting with those hands straight out. Set up, drive through. Feel that lat reach away, elbow reach away every stroke. So that elbow stays firm. Come on, guys. "20 seconds. Nose is down. Five, 3, 2, 1. Good, relax. All right, back to our Supermans. 45 seconds. Reach those hands and toes away from you. You know your starting point. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feel that glute activate every time you lift that leg. Feel that scapula activate every time you lift the opposite arm. There's a diagonal line going through your body, working those two ankle, and wrist together. Opposite ankle, opposite wrist. "15 seconds. Five, 3, 2, 1. Good. One more 45-second pickup. All right, big power, big full stroke. Reach those elbows away from you. Open that armpit every single stroke. 45 seconds. Let's kick it off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Come on, feel that power come from the lats. Keep the wrist firm, elbow over the wrist. Don't break your wrist. Breaking your wrist, that means you're dropping your elbow. Drop your elbow, you're not efficient. Come on, guys. "15 seconds. Breathe. 5, 3, 2, 1. Good. One more Superman. 45 seconds. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Lifting from the glute. Opposite ankle, opposite wrist connected. Point your toes. Nose is pointed straight down. Good, 15 seconds. 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, stand your ground. That's it for the poles, guys. We're gonna do a little of the happy hips routine to finish it off here. So we just advanced the happy hips number 2, right? So this is a great stretch, great activation for swimming in particular, because it gets you reaching from that hip through the lat, right? So what you do is you're gonna be on your back, curl your hips under, keep your lower back on the ground. You're gonna extend your arms away from you. You're gonna drop your left leg to the ground. You're gonna keep your right hip kind of parallel to your body, straight under your hips. And as you reach, you should feel a stretch in that hip, and you're gonna reach that top arm away from you. So you feel all this stretch from here all the way down into that hip. And then you can bring your shoulder and bring it towards the ground a little bit to get a little deeper stretch into that hip. Hold it for a few seconds. Bring it back to the start. And then you do it the opposite side. Drop that right leg. Feel that stretch in that right hip. Don't overdo it. But as you do that, feel that lat reach away from you. So this entire connection between the lat and the hip is made. So you go from side to side, make sure the lower back is always curled under. Drop it down, stretch that top hand away from you as you feel it in that hip. Hold it for a few seconds, go to the other side. And as you do these repetitions, we do about 15 repetitions, you should feel yourself get more and more length in that lat as it frees up. And more length in that hip as it opens more and more. If you haven't watched the video in your Training Peaks schedule, it's on Sunday. Sunday's yesterday's workout. It's called Happy Hips number 2. It gives you really in-depth as to how to do it. But it's really great for cyclists, runners, especially for swimmers. Do one more on each side. Feel that arm stretch away, get into that lat, get into that hip. Feel that connection. Good. All right. Good work, guys. So you can stay with more of a stretch if you want. That's it on my end. Really nice work today. We're going to keep adding more and more volume as we go, but I want to make sure you're doing it right, guys. I don't want to overwhelm you with this stuff if you're not totally tuned into how we're doing it. So breaking your wrists is no-no. Dropping that elbow is no-no. Keeping those hands way too high. We don't want to do that. We want to do everything right. Keep everything healthy, keep everything powerful, keep everything efficient. So let's do it correctly. If you need to go through and watch this again later in the week and talk about and call me and talk about the points that we keyed in on, let's do it, guys, because this is way too important. We need to be doing it right. We're taking all the strokes, doing all this work. If we're wasting our time, wasting our effort because we're not doing it right, we're being mindless and we're taking steps backwards. So let's do things right. Make sure we keep on the mindfulness and keep working hard, guys. So great work. We'll see you guys next week. Session number 12, done. Later.
Thanks, Coach.